So you're thinking about moving to Denton, Texas? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you into a neighborhood that has a price range of homes in the 300,000s and 400,000s. I wanted to take you to a neighborhood that had multiple price points so that you could see what best fits your budget. And if you'll stick around to the end, I'll show you some awesome highlights of this neighborhood. If this is your first time to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and tap that bell notification so you can be the first to know everything there is to know about living in Denton, Texas. I am Jennifer Fowler, and along with my husband and partner Brandon Fowler, we run Fowler Realty Team here in North Texas. We get calls and emails all the time from people just like you looking to make a move up to or down to the North Texas area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we would love to help you make that move to the North Texas area. All right, well, I said I was going to take you around the neighborhood, so let's get to it. So the neighborhood that we are in today, like I said, the homes range anywhere from the upper 300s, maybe mid to upper 300s, to the $400,000 price range. These homes were built in the early to mid 2000s. As you can see, the trees are very mature. That kind of gives you an indication of how old the neighborhood is. The lawns are very manicured. This is a wonderful neighborhood. It's a beautiful neighborhood here in Denton, Texas. Houses range from anywhere from about I'd say about $170 a square foot to maybe a little over $200 a square foot, just depending on the size of the home. Most of you probably know that the smaller the house, the more per square foot the house is going to cost. The larger the home, usually the less per square foot that the house is going to cost. And the houses in this neighborhood range anywhere from about 1,500 square feet all the way up to over 3,000 square feet. Now those are going to be your two-story homes, the ones that are in the $3,000 the 3,000 square feet range. Those are going to be two-story. But most of the homes in this neighborhood actually are one-story homes, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom homes with probably a formal dining room with an eat-in breakfast as well. This really is just a very beautiful, desirable neighborhood, and I've already mentioned it, but you can just see as I'm walking around that lawns are taken care of nicely. It's landscaped nicely. There's sidewalks on both sides, which is really nice for walking, for family. I like that the streets are wide enough. They're not too narrow so that you can, if you had to park on the street, you could, but also enough cars can get through. So that's really nice as well. You know, one thing that I do like about more established neighborhoods is, you know, once a neighborhood has been around for a while, like this one, I believe it started really in the early 2000s, if not 2000, maybe around 2002 is when this neighborhood started, is that, you know, it's 20 years later, and you can look around and just see how well it's been kept up. Now it does have an HOA, and that is helpful in maintaining the look of the neighborhood because of the rules, but driving through an established neighborhood that's already 20 years old and you can see how well it's taken care of is a really good sign that the value of your home is going to maintain and increase simply because of the way that the neighborhood is being maintained. One thing that makes Denton such a popular place to live as a suburb of Dallas is a couple of things. Its proximity to Dallas. If you live in South Denton, on a really good day, it could take you about 35 or 45 minutes to get to Dallas. If you live in North Denton, you're going to need to add some time to that. Also Fort Worth, so you've got Dallas-Fort Worth pretty close by, but you don't have the price of the big city or the hustle and bustle of the big city. Denton also has 2 major universities. We've got University of North Texas, which is UNT, and we also have Texas Women's University, which is TWU. So those are both great universities, and you know, honestly, a lot of students that come outside of Denton and come to college here, specifically UNT, they end up staying because they just love the city. It's a really vibrant city with a lot of culture. The downtown square, which there is a video on that. If you haven't looked at that video, make sure you go through my channel and look at the video where I'm on the downtown square. Gosh, it's just such a really hopping place to be, a lot of culture there. It's just got kind of a really cool vibe, and you'll see people all the way from 8 years old to 80 years old on the square. So I love that. I just love that. And there's a lot of one-off restaurants. There's a lot of brew pubs. There's live music constantly going on the square. You just bring your chair and sit and watch the live music. So it's a really neat place to live. We have a lot of festivals going on. We've got things like Day of the Dead, Arts and Jazz Festival, Redbud Festival, Dog Days. So there's a lot going on in Denton that makes it a really unique place to live. And this is just one of the neighborhoods I'm showing you today and one of the price points today. And I am going to take another neighborhood tour, and we're going to do a price point in the $500,000 range and the $600,000 or $700,000 range. And I'll even show you a video of homes that are in the low 300s. Not sure I can find too many houses that are in the $200,000 range. That's a school bus. Sorry, there's a school bus driving by. But anyway, I'll see if I can find that and post one of those as well, because Denton really is eclectic in its price point of homes and in its style of homes. We've got neighborhoods like this that I consider fairly new, because to me 20 years old for a house is not old. But I am going to show you a neighborhood where the homes were built in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Really awesome neighborhood that people just love to be in Denton. So I'm going to do that on a video as well. But here we are still in this neighborhood. I want to show you some highlights of this neighborhood that I think are really nice, that make it really just a really fun neighborhood to live in. And this isn't the only neighborhood in Denton that's like this, but I do want to show you some highlights, so let's get to that. So one of the highlights of this neighborhood is that it does have a community pool and a community center, which I know a lot of neighborhoods have that, so that's really not anything too special, but it is really nice to have. You know, pools are extremely expensive these days, so it's nice that it's part of your HOA and you can still enjoy having a pool. But what I really love about this neighborhood, and I'm going to cross the street over here, is this awesome fishing pond. It is catch and release. This is a huge highlight to this neighborhood. This beautiful pond, it's got sidewalks that will go all the way around. So whether you're coming here to fish or you just want to take a walk around this pond, it's just an awesome thing to have in a neighborhood. Not all neighborhoods have this. Swimming pool, maybe a little playground or park, yes. But a catch and release pond, no. So it is really open just to the HOA. Technically, if you don't live here, you're not supposed to be fishing here. But this is just such a good plus to this neighborhood. It is in the heart of the city. This neighborhood is not in the outskirts of town by any means at all. It is in the thick of the city. But to me, having a place like this where you can come to in the evening or early in the morning just kind of gives it a different feel, a different vibe. So that is just one highlight of this neighborhood. Like I said, there is a community pool, which is quite common, but not every neighborhood has that either. So anyway, this catch and release pond is definitely a plus. All right, so in this neighborhood, as you can see, price ranges are from the mid to upper 300s to in the $400,000 price range, which gets you a lot of house in the Dallas area compared to living closer to Dallas. So check out the city of Denton. If you have any questions, of course, we're here to help you answer them. And make sure to check out our other videos on living in Denton or the surrounding areas. Also, a video on Texas veterans. Don't forget to check out our channel and look for videos on benefits that Texas veterans get living here in Texas. And I also have a video on what downtown Texas looks like, the historic downtown square. So you're going to want to check that out as well. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you on the next one.